Hello my friends, we are going to speak about REST API today. And more precisely, we are going to make an application with cryptocurrencies to track the price of a crypto. The goal is to give you a system which sends you an email when the given price of a cryptocurrency reach a given target. To do this, I will use different tools. There is first here a marketplace which is called Kraken. To list the different cryptocurrencies. Then I will use Coin API web services, which is free of charge, and I will show you how to use it. I will make some first experiment with REST API client, which is called Postman. Postman is used to prepare the HTTP request to put the correct parameters inside it. And after this, I will finish the presentation with the use of myspector.com, a web service, a web server, which is free of charge today, that I have completely designed myself, which is done to collect some data. So we will see how to connect it to the REST API, extract the data. So we'll see how to configure it to parse the JSON object, which is returned by the Coin API. Then check and then notify to send an email. So at the end of this presentation, you will know how to use the Coin API, how to use Postman to have data from the Coin API, then how to use MySpector to automate a check so that every day, for example, automatic check will be done, and if the price goes to a given criteria, you will receive an email. For the people who do not know me, I am Thierry Bremard, senior software engineer with more than 10 years of experience in C# development. So let's first look at the Kraken website. Kraken is a marketplace where you can buy cryptocurrencies. The goal of this website in this presentation is just to present you the different cryptocurrency which exist in the market. Here you have different names. And let's take a cryptocurrency randomly, like for example this one, the Tron. Here you have the different cryptocurrencies, and if I want to look for example for the Tron cryptocurrency, there is here one cryptocurrency which is called Tron, and here you see the price which is 0.061. So the goal of this presentation is more to see the technical tools than making a financial advisement. So the goal is more a technical focus on which tool to use to do whatever you want. There is no investment advice here. So I have a Tron and I want to monitor the price to receive an email. Let's say, for example, let's look at the price chart with some margin. Let's say I want to obtain a notification when the price will reach 0.07. The Kraken marketplace is only for the user to view. There is other places on the web to obtain data which is more done to be retrieved automatically by an automated process. Because here, if I try to retrieve this page, this will be some HTML with some CSS, which some are providing what is called a web API. And Coin API is one of the web services which is available to retrieve some data. And there is a license which is free here. And with the free license, which correspond to our IDs for testing our hobby project, you can obtain a free API key. So here you click here, you enter your email. Here you see that coinapi.io have sent me an API key. So I will copy it. Then after this, there is the documentation. So let's look at the API docs. And what interests me for the moment is to know the price of a given cryptocurrency. What is interesting is what is called the REST API. And here you can see that there is an entry here with the quotes. And here you see that there is a HTTP request which is written here with the mandatory field to go in the HTTP header with this key. And this is the value of the API key that I have already received by email. This takes some different inputs to filter the different cryptocurrency. And you can more precisely put some filter on the target cryptocurrency that you want by adding this parameter, filter symbol ID. So we are going to use Postman to call this web API. So I am going to use Postman. First thing to do is to create a new collection. The new collection name should be the name of the website. So let's say Coin API, create. Then here I have a new connection. So I click here to add a new request. And let's say the request will be named quote, save to Coin API, here. And here this is only the name of the request. Now let's take the address, put here, and here I have the HTTP method. In this instance, this is a get HTTP method, which is written here. And then I have here a HTTP header. So I copy the name of the header, go to the headers tab, put here the key of the header. Then I go to the email to copy my API key. Then I passed my API key here. And let's test to trigger this one without any parameters more. So here you see that I am obtaining a 200 response code, which means that the request has been successful. And there is a lot of data which is retrieved. Here you see there is wow, almost 500,000 lines. Because I have not added any filter, I am retrieving here all the assets, which is way too much data for me. So I am going to add a filter. So here I am filtering with the TRX prefix, which is in fact the prefix of the official prefix of the cryptocurrency Tron. And in response, I have the different symbol IDs which contain the TRX prefix. Inside the symbol, there is the name of the exchange. So we can search for the Kraken keyword in the response. Because I am looking for the Kraken exchange data. And you see here I have the Kraken exchange, the spot value of the TRX euro. If I continue, and you see here the orange, this is the only response which makes Kraken. So if I am interested only for the TRX price coming from the Kraken marketplace, I am going to take this, and I can update this one, put it there to ensure that I have only one response. So here I have only one response, which gives the symbol ID here. And in fact, I could use this API symbols, which gives me, I think, the last price. But the better normally is to take the quotes. So here I'm back with the quotes, and I put the full symbol ID that I have just retrieved. Send. And now I have only one JSON object which has been retrieved. Good. With the symbol ID Kraken spot TRX euro. Good. And here you see that there is the ask price and the bid price. In the marketplace, you have always two prices. The ask is the value at the best sellers, and the bid is the value of the best buyer. So if you sell at the market, you will sell at the market at the price of the bid. So this means what? This means that now with Postman, we have designed a REST API call to obtain the data that I want. So now I will use MySpector to configure it to retrieve the value automatically of this data. So I'm going to the MySpector website. You must log in. Then you go to the targets. Let's first create a target, which is a HTTP target. Name, this will be the coin API with the price Tron. I put the get method, the URI on the header. So I'm going to copy the header entry here with the value here. And I save the target. And here, if I run the target, Coin API price Tron, here I run it. I should obtain the JSON object. Here, okay, good. So I have the JSON object, and now let's configure what is called a trox to isolate the data with the JSON parser. Now the target is ready, we are going to create a trox. The trox in MySpector is the entity which groups everything, the target, the extraction rules, the checking of the notification. So the name of the trox will be coin API Tron price. I have in the target the list of the different targets which exist on my account. So here coin API price Tron that I have just created. And now comes the interesting thing, the extraction operator. So here it requires a little skills, a little knowledge, JSON pass. And you see that the object which is retrieved is in fact, you see here the square bracket, this means that this is an array. And in this array, what interests me is the first object, and it is the field bid price of the first object. So in JSON, how do you translate this? You first put the dollar symbol with a dot to say I am looking for the root. Then I want the very first object of the array because we have an array. So I put the square brackets with the very first which is indexed at 0. Then I put a dot because I want to access a field in this object. And the name of the field is bid price. So I passed it like this. I have here the extraction normally, which will give me the number. Then I have a checker. And here I want to be notified if my number is greater than, and I put here the reference. So for the testing, I will put 0.5 to force it to notify me. Then I write here, I will notify with an email. I save the trox and I run it. And now, in real time, it will fetch the target. It is timed out false, so it means the target has been correctly collected. Collect success true. Extraction success true. This means that the JSON path has been found. Extracted data 0.06083. And check.com is true. This means that this price here extracted is bigger than the reference that I have just saved. And here, if you want, here I can download the raw file, which is in fact only the text file containing the answer of the target. Here you see the array with the price extracted 0.6083, which correspond to this data. Good. So now what does this mean? This means that on my dashboard of MySpector, I have here the coin API Tron price here with this data. And I have just now to schedule it. I will go to the triggers. Then I put create a new trigger. And here I add my Tron coin API Tron price that I have just created. And here I choose the period every day at, let's say, 6 AM. And I save the new trigger. Or if I want to do it more often, I can say I want every, let's say, 6 hours, and I save the new trigger, and then automatically I will receive a notification if the price goes above my criteria. So I go back to my configuration, CoinTron API, I will just edit it, update the reference number to 0.07, and then I will update the trox and I run it. And you see here that I have received the notification of MySpector. I have received the email which gives me the name of the trox, coin API Tron price, extracted data, the data has been extracted, on the test, which is the root cause of the notification that I have received. And the added value of MySpector is to have a dashboard that you configure with different targets, and all the information is in a single page. Here, for example, I have an ETF coming from the website Allianz. I have some temperature which come from different websites. The price I have of an item that I am supervising also. And here there is the Coin API trend price with the last value that I have. And for every truck, I can come back to configure it. And if I want to update the limit to send the notification, I can update it and put to another number. Let's say, for example, now 0.1. I will update it. You can also update the subject and update the message. Update it, and then when it executes, all the check is done every time that you execute it, either automatically with the trigger or manually if you want to execute manually by clicking on this little arrow here. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. You have discovered different websites now. You have discovered the Kraken website, which is in fact a marketplace of cryptocurrency. You have discovered the Coin API website, which has very nice API docs with free of charge web API to make some experiments. You have also discovered the website myspector.com, and if you have not yet created an account, I invite you to do it. MySpector collects data, extracts the data, checks the data, and then notify you automatically with the time frame that you want, every hours or every days or every weeks. And you have also seen how to use Postman software to prepare to make some API investigation to understand better how the API works. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to visit myspector.com. Tell me what do you think about this presentation in the comments. And see you later. Bye.